Caution is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion for Rise of Tribes. Let's see, I'm going to try and take a good old thing from Kat's book.
Thanks.
Not really, your discussion sucked. No, just the game sucked that we played when you did your discussion.
What a turn of events.
Right. So, Rise of Tribes, Kat and I have played this as a two-player game, and I thought it actually worked really well as a two-player game. I did like it more as a three-player game.
Yeah, we got to bother each other.
Yeah, we were actually
We had to bother each other.
like board presence, and there was actually some conflict. Not a whole lot. I was surprised that there is still, the board is still big enough that you don't have to mess with each other, but you are in people's spots. So, as per usual, let's talk about things that we don't like about this game.
That's not taking a page from my discussion book at all.
No, I lied. I wasn't doing your thing at all. Your discussion was very good. Hers were actually, she took notes throughout the game.
It's called structure. Okay?
I like mine to be more free-flowing and just
wrong.
atmospheric. It's not
Right.
wrong.
Well, it stresses me.
So, any nitpicks that stand out immediately with this kind of game? I have one.
Well, please do tell.
I think the game is kind of cheap. Like, the materials are kind of cheap. Like, these tiles are just, like, really unnaturally, like, thin.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Is it like a cracker?
No, I mean,
Take a bite.
no, they're just kind of, they feel like prototype, what you would print on prototype stock.
I like it.
Well, I don't give a shit. No, and then the materials are, they're okay. Like, so the game doesn't come with...
How much does the game cost? I mean,
$4.
cheapness versus...
That's a good question.
He has an addiction, Devin. He doesn't know. Buy something in bulk.
Addiction.
No, I think I traded for this one, so... I think if I'll look it up.
It's like if it's like 20, 30
Well, because here's the problem.
Oh.
I can guarantee you.
So how much does it retail for?
That's what I'm about to look up.
Yeah.
And I'll go off of Cool Stuff Inc. because that's where I order all my games.
Because I can tell you right now, I mean, I'll never pay full price for a board game.
Cool Stuff Inc. Send me free stuff.
No.
Free cool stuff.
Well, it's not on Cool Stuff. So.
Fucking Cool Stuff. Never used it.
Don't ever
Trash. Edit out that bumper.
Let's see. If I just go to shop and just get a general price, $50. So the base game is $50, but it did not. The base game does not come with these wooden tokens for the mammoth or the volcano or the saber-tooth or even these upgrades. The deluxe upgrade kit is $20. So
Wait, what? So what does it look like?
They're like little like square pieces, almost same material, like very prototype feeling.
Oh,
so
for
it's
$50?
So this is
No,
$70
with the deluxe kit. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Well, sorry, that's just me being me. I wouldn't pay that. No.
I think that, and this is pretty much my only complaint, is that it is kind of made out of cheap material, and the deluxe the deluxe kit is almost a must. And I think they would have scored a lot of points if they just included that in the game instead of trying to make more money as a deluxe kit. Because I don't even think, I cannot remember if this was Kickstarter or not. Probably, but I mean, that's really all I got. Like, do I think it's a $50 game? Yeah. Like, I really like this game. But did you guys have any negatives?
Well, how I view, knowing the price now, how I view these little pieces, like, I think it's an insult that they were cubes.
They weren't even, no, they weren't cubes. They were
cubes.
like, imagine this, like, material, but they were like square, just pieces.
Oh, they were flat. They were bored.
Yeah, with a picture of like
that's
wood on them, and there was just a shit ton of them. Like
That's-
punching them out,
yeah.
I was like, am I gonna destroy these?
yeah.
Just
Alright.
very flimsy material.
Okay.
Only on the tiles though. Like the meeples, they're okay. The dice are pretty good. This board is nice. It's just really on the actual tiles and the resources.
I can't say I have any really real complaints or any, honestly. Yeah.
You got anything, Devin, standing out to you?
I mean, really.
Okay.
I'm just.
Okay.
I mean, it does what it says.
You don't even know what it's
Because
set up to do. No.
you can't even complain like, oh, it's too close quartered. Well, that's the point. So.
So yeah, here's the biggest thing. One thing I actually really like about this game, but you guys may not. What do you guys think about the 15-point, like hard ending?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. Just end the fucking game. I love it.
You don't like, because you don't like endgame scoring, do
No,
you?
I sure don't.
I love endgame scoring. I love having that surprise.
It tricks you into
uh,
thinking you're winning.
But it also can lead to some very narrow like wins or losses.
Yeah.
I like the fact where it's like you're not looking so hot on the victory point track, but you know you're going to rack up a bunch of points at the end of the game.
You are looking so hot on the victory track, and you're like, oh, my opponent got 70 in-game points, and I got 5 because I've
Yeah.
been working my ass off in the game to get.
Well, I mean, you could still win, like, 'cause that's the thing about endgame scoring is you can like mostly everyone knows what the endgame scoring is, so you can be like, I've done that in the game of Blood Rage. I've sat there and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna get, and this is what they're gonna get. And I think I'll still win. I'm sitting there like beautiful mind,
Yeah.
like just math.
He's like drooling and just, and we're all just like, Seth, it's been your turn for 20 minutes.
I'm just trying to calculate all the math. So I've done that before. But what do you, I personally, I think in this game, I like it. Like, I like how it's like, first one to 15, that's it.
I think there's some good tension when you know that the end is coming. You're like,
I mean, at
oh.
that point, sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're fine. That was pretty much done. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with the way the scoring is, it's just simply every turn you gather points based on your villages, and obviously that's seems to be the key to victory. 'Cause
Yeah.
These are just like little sure-ups, like say against someone with similar village quantity as yourself.
Right. I think there is a strategy to. That's how I won against Cat 2. Was I went village heavy, and that's why I picked my crafty builder's ability because it was cheaper. Granted, resources would be nice too because I think villages though are like essentially temporary. Like you guys kind of left me alone to start accumulating those points. Cat could have actually stopped me from winning at the end of the game.
However, I will say this, I could have stopped you from winning. You were 3 points away from winning, you had 3 villages.
Yep.
If I had just taken 1 away from you, okay, I would have delayed it.
But that would have given me a chance to at least try and come back. If I couldn't, then he could have destroyed my other villages, then I'm stuck.
No, because you would have gone... He'd have to really try to take you out. Anyway,
Well, he was
I
already
didn't-
in there.
I didn't see it being worth
But I mean, even a strong grow is only 4. But I mean, it does instigate the conflict though, and only 1 remains afterward. I didn't even think about that. That
Yeah.
once you reach the limit, only 1 tribe remains.
Yeah, you kill each other off. So essentially, how it works, especially if only because you can have 3 people in there. If I moved in here, Cat would end up with the 1 person left because it's a simple majority. Yeah, so if you had put someone in there or enough people in there, it could have been like, okay, you wiped me out. It would have taken a team effort for both of you to stop me from winning, but at that point, since it is such a hard ending, that's almost, I was waiting for it. Like, I was surprised whenever you only put 1 person in here, and I was like, okay, so he's not going to try and kill me. So I didn't know what was going on. But I mean, I was happy, because I was expecting it. So you like the hard end. What do you think, Devin? Do you rather have endgame scoring, or do you like the hard 15 points?
I mean, in this game it works.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the game.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, I don't feel like it's forced, and by that point, usually there's a pretty clear leader,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's just fine.
I think it can be discouraging for some people because if you're looking at it and it's like,
And you're all the way
and
down
I'm at
to-
14
yeah.
and someone's at 7, it's like, well, what's the fucking point?
Mhm.
Whereas endgame scoring gives that person some hope. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna get 10 points from this. So
On the flip side, endgame scoring can be very intimidating sometimes, because sometimes there's just too much.
that is true.
And you get confused and your points calculated wrong, and so. But this isn't a debate on endgame scoring, so.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you guys think of the actual gameplay? Like the rolling the 2 dice, the doubles, or the sun and the moon aspect?
It's neat. You can try and lean things towards you the best you can.
Mm-hmm.
With making it variable, so like a little spice of luck
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah. It's not.
But then at the same time, you're placing suns. Someone else can then benefit from the sun later.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's an interesting mechanic.
I think it's just enough luck
Mhm.
that it's not frustrating. Like the game is not gonna punish you if you roll badly. Because I mean, if you keep rolling moons, then it's like great. I mean, someone else will be affected by the moons too. Like it's inevitable they will. So I really like that. I like how that also integrates with the events.
Mm.
How there's only ever going to be 2 events out that can be really good, and some of them surprisingly caused player interaction, which didn't really like the discovery. Hey, move into a spot with someone else. Great, you get some resources, but it's like great now I'm in there, and that we can cause this either a conflict or a potential conflict later on by just gathering a bunch of troops. I very much like that system. I think it's clean. I think it's simple. The game takes 10 minutes to teach, if that. Hey, on your turn, you roll 2 dice, and then it's all very clearly there. If you have 2 moons on here, you get that. If you get 2 suns, you get that. If you don't have either, you get that. Great.
I feel like this game has just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
Like
everything. Like it doesn't try to go out of its way to do too much or be too complicated or just have this insane mechanic.
Right, have this weird okay, well, combat is this. Take these separate dice, and now you have to roll. It's just like.
And if you get a 5 and a 6, then you like.
Yeah. Or resource gathering. Yeah, I'm a gatherer. Great. I get 2 wood and I get 2 stone. Cool. I'm gonna build a village at the end of my turn, and I like the scoring mechanic as well, based off of the goals. And that's what I was saying is that Village was my choice of victory path that I was going to try, but you can easily just go for cards the entire time and just resources and cards, and they will give you a lot. Plus, they'll give you a lot of advantages. Like Oxen allow me to, gather from an additional hex. You get to move way more people. You would have been able to move people quicker. The only thing I do wish is that, and this might be a negative, but is that I wish the decks were like clan based or something like that. But then they might feel broken. No, never mind. I'm gonna take that back. I like how every deck, we all have the same cards. It's just a matter of when they come out. So I do like that. Let's see. What do you guys think of the length of the game?
Perfect. I don't remember when we started,
It was an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't.
Maybe even less, actually.
It didn't leave me feeling tired or like, oh my god, can this game end?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I was engaged the whole time. The box says 30 to 60 minutes. I think they hit the nail right on the head. It's just enough like worker placement, not even really worker placement, but like area control, resource management, for as light of a game as it is. I think I think this could be an early gateway game for these styles of games.
Yeah, I could see us like, if we had some friends that weren't familiar with this, being like, oh, okay, well, we have a game called Rise of Tries. Because you look at the box and you might be like, I don't really know about this. And then you set it up and you kind of look at it and you're like, I really don't know about this. But then you explain it, and I think it's, especially when you see a turn being done.
Right, because it's very simple.
Yeah.
The other thing is that the game comes with advanced rules or advanced ways to play. So the base game doesn't have these special abilities. Like they do make the tribes unique in advance. So you get to choose your one of your powers depending on how you want to play that game. Like Trader, I could have done that, and I could have just tried going for gold cards. But I definitely went with crafty builders because cheaper villages are nice. But they have tribal elders, which you can give a resource to a player and then use an ability on that they have. So I could have given you a resource to use your horses. So they have tribal elders you can play with. They have special terrain that you can mix into this instead of just having the basic, wood, mountains, and islands. And obviously this is all randomly generated.
Okay.
Like you just shuffle it, and then this is how it happened to come out. So they have like Great Lakes, mountains and forests, jungles and deserts, a tar pit. If any tribe has only one member on this hex, they're removed because they drowned in the tar. A glacier. So you have that. You have the leader powers. And then that. Yeah, I mean those are just extra things that the game did come with. So I like the fact that they just have alternate, like, advanced ways to play this game that give it a little bit more depth. If you do find the game too basic, then you can add in some stuff. And even that stuff isn't like, oh god, let's add in this other rule. It's great. That terrain does this. Just don't leave one person in there. Or for the tar pit. And then the special abilities make everyone feel unique, but not game breaking. I felt like everyone's power was really close.
Yeah, it's not like mine, like, gain 18 extra resources.
Right.
It's just
So yeah, I mean, not really a whole lot to talk about. It's a very simple game.
yeah, but in the best way.
Yeah, like, I very much like it, and I'm glad I did pick it up. I didn't get a chance to pick it up at Gen Con, and I didn't get a chance to demo it either, because it was always full. So I just took a chance. I love the events, and I love how they don't just constantly come out every turn. Just doubles bring them out. Oh, Volcano was the very, very bottom one. So they have some pretty cool ones. I mean, even then, like, I could see them making an expansion for it, and I'd be happy. Like, more tribes, more events, just more neat stuff, but keep the gameplay simple. So scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8. Devin.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it a. I mean, it's very simple.
It's very simple.
I mean, but I wouldn't. I'm like, oh, playing again. Great.
Gotcha. So you didn't really like this.
It's okay. I mean, it just didn't have enough zhuzh for me. I don't know. Yeah. Simple, probably. I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 too. Like, I don't know what it is. I very much like it. Like, for that simplicity, but you can add some more, because sometimes it's just nice to play a game like this and not have to delve into a freaking, like, 30-page rule book to figure it out.
Right.
Like, there are some days, I mean, most days I do want to play games like Anachrony or other worker placement games that I can't pull off the top of my head right now. But there are other days where I'm just like, I don't even want to set that game up, and this one's just quick, get it out there, boom, let's start playing, and have some fun while we're at it, like suicide bombing.
Yep.
Someone to not get
Spreading
them
the
a village.
leprosy through the village.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm going to give it an 8 as well. So, that's our thoughts on Rise of Tribes, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this, and if you like this video, then click the subscribe button below to enjoy any video that I put out. And right next to that subscribe button is a little bell. Click that so you get notified of whenever I actually upload these videos. If you want to support the channel, you can definitely visit my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.